Welcome to Keith and the Girl. I'm Keith Malley.
I'm Hamda.
Jeremiah Watkins. How you doing, Jeremiah?
Back with you. How you guys doing?
Last time you were here, it was in December, and the first time as well, December 2020. I think just life period, I get confused with time, but especially the pandemic. It doesn't seem nearly that long, right, Hamda?
It's crazy.
Yeah.
No, I thought we just saw you.
I did a game night with you guys.
Okay.
That's what it was. That's what it was. Yeah.
Okay. We thought we saw your face, and it's like,
Yeah.
was that our dream?
And you know what? When I did the game night with you guys, I was walking around the streets of New York, and somebody said, "I just saw you on Keith and the Girl."
All right.
And I was like, "Yeah." I was like, "Great, it happens."
That is beautiful. It is fun to get recognized. But sometimes it does depend on the situation. Like, don't tell me you saw me on the subway 8 stops later.
Right.
I don't know what I was doing.
Yeah, that's a weird ability thing.
Let me know right away, and then I can even yell it if you're across the subway. Yell it, and then I'll know to act accordingly. Because we really do use these subways like a mirror in our bathroom, and I don't know what I'm up to.
I got recognized this weekend, and I was like, oh, this is why I wear a bra outdoors. Like, you can't, nothing's behind the scenes, So
Right.
always behave like you're about to be recognized.
I had a nightmare situation happen on stage recently. I was doing a headlining set, and somebody came up to me after the show and goes, "You have a booger in your nose." I was like, "How long has it been there?"
No, and everyone's under you.
Yeah, and this is a honker too, so it's like it's a focal point of the act. You're looking at it the whole time.
Can I take a poll? If somebody has been on stage and it's been there a while, do you maybe let them discover it after on their own? Like, who's the hero here? Is there a hero? Is it possible to be a hero here?
No, it's almost like saying, "Hey, I heard somebody talking shit about you." I'm like, who the fuck asked? That's what. Yeah, no. You either figure out if you should shout it during a show, which is a lot of pressure and tension.
Don't do that.
Well, I'm just saying, there's no point to do it after. Then it's on him. Period.
Yeah. The bringing it up after, I was like, at this point, I was doing a meet and greet, so I was like, thank you.
Okay, that's fair. Yeah.
Okay. I'm like, how long? She goes, I only noticed it during the last 5 minutes of your set. I was like, okay, well, hopefully I didn't act out or something, and
right,
something came loose. I don't know.
You gotta have a booger joke, start the next set like that, post that online, and then full circle somewhere. You just know that you finished something.
There's footage in the ether somewhere of me with a booger that I can button it with. Yeah.
The universe will know what to do with that clip.
Yes.
The universe, meaning YouTube, meaning Google, of course.
I mean, that's what AI is for, really, if not to search for our boogers,
Obviously.
What's happening? I saw by the way, congratulations on your latest stand-up. It's called Daddy.
Yeah. Special available on YouTube. You can watch now after you check this episode out.
And you mentioned your nose. You mentioned 69 is impossible with your wife because you find your nose in the asshole.
Yep.
Look at that.
There you go. Nice visual to go along with that.
She is. I don't know if we talked about this last time because I don't remember it. She is the only woman you ever had sex with.
Yes, that's a real thing.
Does she now have to do literally everything because she's literally the only one? Is there you want to know everything that's going on in life? Does she have to now do every position?
She has to. Whatever you say here, it equals consent.
Well, you don't have to do anything. You don't have to, have her make breakfast tomorrow.
You get to.
Right. You get to explore your body with me because I'm so new to everything.
You get to introduce me to your butt.
Right.
Somebody else would have, sweetheart.
Come on.
Does she get to do everything in the Karma Sutra now? Does she have to get to?
I mean, I think she gets to. I think we're both, excited to. To do the things. I mean, I think we've hit a lot of different positions at this point.
Okay.
I mean, we're married also, so we've been married for a while. So also that is another added layer of like, oh, what's next? That kind of thing.
I have to assume you get asked this often. Have you ever thought you were missing out?
I've always looked at it like ignorance is bliss.
Okay.
Since I don't know it, to me, I'm like, great. I don't have to worry about it. This is all I know. So I don't feel like I'm missing out because
People sound like morons when they talk about dating, right? They're just like, either they're overly confident where you're just like, that for some reason, even though I only know this one person, I don't think that happened. When you say you smashed and you're a little so excited, and I saw like that you're calling something smashed with your penis, you have to step back at our age and go, maybe I'm not missing out on that. And then maybe
Right.
you speak to a couple women who go like, and then he brought me water, so I decided to marry him, and you're just like, oh, okay. Yeah.
There's a lot of energy also that goes into the pursuit that I don't feel like I'm missing out on, like with the apps and stuff like that. I know I see my comedian friends who are like actively on dating apps like Tinder and stuff like that. And I'm like, this just seems like way more effort and way harder than just putting in an amount of time
A
early
personality.
on, like with somebody, and like investing time like with your relationship with somebody you love, and then you're married. Like, so then it's just like it chills out on the time commitment like later on. I don't know. I've always
Also,
looked at it like,
I think it's very difficult to watch like comedian friends write their bio for Tinder, but not for their website. It's like it becomes a priority thing. Like, okay, I'm able to skip that, and that's probably why your website is current.
right.
They
Yeah,
update their pictures on Tinder and Sniffies and whatever, and you update on across social platforms that help you pursue your comedy.
sure. Yeah, there's less noise going on in the sidelines for sure.
How old were you when you first had sex?
I was
It was last year.
22.
Last year, 22.
Yeah.
22.
2022. It was a good year. Very good year.
Now, I'm sure it was because of religion, but also I was really stupid and I didn't know what it was, masturbation. I didn't do it till I was 18.
Dude, I didn't do it till I was almost 18. I was like 17 and a half. I was almost 18.
And I'm sure and it's only a tiny part, but I did think, you do go to hell if you have sex before marriage.
Yeah.
And then somebody gave me a blowjob and I'm like, well, there's no way that's fucking true.
Yeah.
This is amazing.
Is this a loophole?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm already in heaven. I don't know how you get me to hell from here.
Come on.
Was yours a religious thing, or you really didn't know what people were talking about when they said, hey, jerk off?
Based
No, I
on the
mean,
name Jeremiah, I
Yeah.
would bet one way, but go
Right.
ahead.
yeah, no, it was definitely, I had a religious upbringing for sure, where I didn't know what was going on. But when I started to go to public school, I had enough people that were like, you don't jerk off? Like, what's going on? Like, I'm like, I don't know. I just never done it before. And then like the hype eventually got in my head and I was like, okay, I'll try it out, everybody. Stop cheering for me.
But I
Are you
won't
in-
inhale.
Yeah. Where are you? Where were we at literally at 22?
In Kansas. Oh, at
in
22,
college?
yeah. I was, no, by that point I was in Los Angeles. By the time I was 22 years old. Yeah.
Okay. So it's in your own apartment.
Yeah. Yep.
Okay. What were you watching?
Well, I was 17 when I was jerking off. When I lost my virginity, that was at 22.
I see. Okay.
Yeah. So,
And-
but I did it like at home on the toilet when
Beautiful.
sitting on the toilet when I first jerked off. Yeah.
Not when you first lost your virginity.
No, I didn't lose my virginity on a toilet. Now that would be a good virginity story right there.
Did you have anything to work with?
No, I did all spank bank.
Good for you.
Yeah,
Good
man.
for you. And shout out to the people you went to school with. Good for them.
Why the
Shout out to the
bathroom?
stars of the show.
Was the bathroom the only private place that had a lock or something?
Yeah, it was like by the laundry room. So I think that I felt safe in there where there was a lock on that door and nobody was home.
And the sounds matched a washer.
Yeah. So I just, that's where I felt comfortable originally doing it. Yeah.
Can I
Now,
ask how long it took?
You know what? It took a really long time. because what I was so afraid of, if I may, with this mic, I would do
It's your mic. You may.
Thank you. You reached through the screen. No.
Respect the mic.
Respect the mic. I would do one pump and think that I was going to explode everywhere because I was so ignorant. I had no knowledge. So I literally would, back off like
Every
thinking
pump.
that I was going to make a mess. So, like I had the toilet paper ready to go after every pump because I thought one pump, this is going to be a mess for sure. I didn't know what it was going to look like or
Tootsie
anything.
Pop. Holy shit.
Yep. I thought it was going to be like geysers the first time. I really did. I was so afraid that I was like going to mess up, the walls, everything.
Because that's how guys talk. I came so hard.
Exactly.
I came so far. My loads are big. I can fill buckets.
Yeah. That's so because you hear that
nowhere.
Yeah, you get that talk inside your head so much. I'm like, this is gonna be the messiest ordeal. I'm like, should this be like a Dexter scene? Should I put up like plastic around everywhere? Like I'm gonna murder somebody?
See, that's how they should have warned me about my period, because I thought the opposite. I thought it was gonna be like, look at that. I have ejaculated some blood. I guess my time has come. Pip, pip. I shall now remove these underwears and get a fresh pair. And now I am a lady in womanhood. But no, they were like, oh yeah, you just got it. That's the beginning. Welcome to the first 5 to 7 days of this month. And I'm like, whoa. You don't just get your period. You have your period for days?
Ongoing.
I thought it was like a poop. Like you get a poop once a month, but it's called a period.
I mean, that'd be pretty convenient. That'd be way more convenient.
You think?
You're telling me. Yeah.
In your new special Daddy, you talk, of course, about the child you have, and you have a second one coming right now.
In June. Yeah, it's coming up real soon.
On purpose, of course, right?
What's this, Linda?
On purpose.
Yes, on purpose. Yes, very deliberate. Yes.
Are you allowed to ask that nowadays?
It's in his face. It was on purpose. I wouldn't have asked if I didn't see. He didn't seem like, and of course we're having the baby, and that's I'm so delighted.
Isn't that weird when people like just from that you're like, okay, well I guess I'm not talking to you much more about that now.
Right.
Like, our happy accident, when kids refer to them as that, I'm like, that sounds horrible.
Yeah.
How old's your kid now?
He just turned 2 literally last week.
All right. Did you teach him about masturbation?
That's his 3rd birthday, Keith.
Okay. Do you think you will? Like, hey, kids should know about this earlier. It's not the worst. Don't know about it.
No, I definitely will. I think it's way better to have at least some knowledge when they start. I don't know.
Do it with your dad where it's safe.
Yeah, my dad, I asked him and he gave me, he said, you'll figure it out. That was our whole thing. He said, you'll figure it out. And
that's how I learned to tie my shoelaces. So it made sense.
Yeah.
Did he really bring up that I wonder if my son's gay because I don't see him with women?
Oh, my uncle, that joke is more based on my uncle. My uncle would straight up ask me all the time, like what was going on with me and girls at school and stuff like that, because I wasn't dating a lot in high school. And then my dad, my dad's similar, like where he would catch, like kind of check in with me, but my uncle was way more blatant about it.
Was it kind, or was it like, just come out, you homo? Was it,
no,
hey, be who you are, in case you want to tell me something?
It was someone like trying to goat you into it, like, you gay or what? What's going on here? Like they're like trying to lead you into it. Like,
isn't it great to be gay?
Sure.
Boom! I knew it.
Oh no, you got me.
Is it a boy or a girl you have? And is it weird when strangers ask? Because you're like, who gives a shit, pervert? It's a baby. It's cute.
Oh, we got a boy and then another boy on the way.
Okay.
Yeah.
Did you wish it was different? A little change up?
No, I'm cool with the.
It could
the
still
2
happen.
boys.
It could still happen. So
hey, different age we're living in.
Wishes come true now.
Yeah.
Are you anything you didn't expect, or they're so young? This is everything you expected. The 2-year-old, I mean.
Oh, I think there's a lot you don't expect. I mean, I think I'd be an idiot to be like, knew everything that was coming at me as a new dad. Like it's been mind blowing, like every step of the way. One thing that I have to be a little bit more cognizant of is that he is already starting to mimic me and my wife's actions around the house. So I have to be a little bit careful, like if I have any bad habits or anything that he doesn't pick up, or if I, hopefully I don't like pass on to him. I sometimes have a short fuse. So I'm hoping that he doesn't get like a temper from his dad.
What does
I
your
have
short
to
fuse look like?
well, for me, it's I guess it's not a short fuse, it's more of a long fuse that's burning inside of me. And then eventually it ignites. So I'm like, I do a lot of deep breathing before, like when I start to get upset, where I'm like, okay, well, so this is what we're gonna have to do. Like when you see the inhale start coming and me like take a breath, that's usually like I'm pretty upset with what's going on with the situation at hand. So it's just stuff that I have to kind of look out for, so he doesn't pick up my bad habits.
So
Are
you're
you a
looking for
yeller?
heavy breathing.
I'm not a yeller. He hasn't ever seen me yell, so that's the goal. So I'm doing an okay job
All right.
so far. I'm doing an okay job.
Is this true? Have you read this, that we develop our personalities in the first 18 years? Is that true? That'd be some sad shit, right? But they say it's true.
Yeah.
That's crazy.
According to a lot of doctors, actually, it's a pretty sound fact. Yeah.
I swear to God, every day it's amazing I'd do anything.
When did you develop your personality, Keith?
Mine, I honestly, between 28 and 36.
Really?
Yeah.
Huh. Interesting. You're just
But
kind of floating around before that?
So wow. So being a parent is a important job, Jeremiah. Do you know this?
Well, yeah. I mean, it's a responsibility. It's sometimes a little bit heavy. You're like, oh wow,
He's
I'm a dad,
gonna
I'm a
be
parent.
who he's gonna be forever by the time he moves out. That's crazy. This is crazy. This is scary shit, Jeremiah.
It can be, dude. It can be.
It's all what you put on TV, the music you play, how you walk around. That's all making up. Holy shit.
Yeah, the making of a person it's a lot. And also, like you're saying, the music, introducing them to good stuff.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, what's crazy to me, he's already obsessed with Spider-Man and Hulk and stuff like that. And I remember being into Batman as a kid, but I'll have to ask my mom. Like, I don't remember being like at 2 like that. Like, he'll ask for Spider-Man and Hulk and stuff like that, and to like play that around our place and stuff. And I don't remember, maybe my recollection at 2 wasn't as good as I thought it was, but
Honestly,
I don't remember that about
sounds like
me.
a genius. Not just one superhero, but specifically one of 2.
Yeah.
That he
Pretty wild
deciphers.
stuff.
Is it
I
crazy
know.
times there always, or
Well,
just like that one day?
Every parent wants to be like, my kid is so smart. And I'm like, are
Beyond.
they though? Like, I don't know. Like, I think he's doing all right.
Well, also,
I'm not overshooting or anything like that. I think he's,
Jeremiah is in DC Superhero Girls. This is on the Cartoon Network. He's the voice of Joker.
Yes.
Congrats. Can the kid recognize your voice watching TV?
Not yet. My wife will put on some of like the sketches that I put out on Instagram and stuff. I mean, the one that he's obsessed with right now, I have a series where it's if Spider-Man was on the CW network. And he loves seeing me dressed as Spider-Man, as Peter Parker, because he's like, Dada. And then like he knows the name Peter Parker now, and he'll go, Peter Parker. So that he'll recognize, like,
your kid is Ukrainian.
Peter Parker, my Dada, Peter Parker.
Can I hear a little bit of the Joker?
Oh, sure.
Well, so good to be on Keith and the Girl today. Isn't it fantastic?
Wonderful. Wonderful. Did you try out for that, or did somebody reach out to you and go, we can tell you can do the psychotic voice?
No, I I got sent the audition from my voiceover agent, and I thought it was a mistake. I thought it was a mistake because I had to reread the breakdown multiple times. I kept thinking it was a Joker type for another show or something. And then when I was reading it, and I was like, oh, this is actually for a Cartoon Network show.
That's sick. This is the Joker.
This is the Joker that I grew up with.
It's not Joker adjacent. It's not the jokester. It's not.
That's what I kept rereading. I was like, there's no way that because I'm a nerd about that stuff. I grew up with Batman, the animated series, and obviously my Joker is heavily influenced by Mark Hamill. I loved all that stuff growing up, and when I saw the email, I was like, there's no way. And then when I reread it, I was like, okay, I'm gonna give it my best shot. And I sent off my audition, worked on it with a buddy who's like a Batman super fan, and I was like, I'm thinking of something like this. And then the last
is it Mike Lawrence?
No, but I love Mike Lawrence. He actually would have been a great person to bounce it off of, because I mean,
you don't fuck around with him. He's gonna tell you.
No,
exactly
he'll tell
how
you.
missed.
Yeah. If not just being a good friend, it's the autism. He will tell you exactly how he feels.
Have you talked to Mark Hamill, Joker to Joker?
No, that's definitely something I mentioned to Bert Kreischer because he did that movie, The Machine, with Hamill. I'm like, would love to get in a room with him. He's like, yeah. He's like, yeah, that would be cool.
That'd be something. Movie's done now.
Yeah, the movie's done. We're wrapped. Yeah.
Yesterday we talked about the great Dalai Lama giving out his spiritual advice, and then he started putting his blessings on little children. And one specific boy, he said, "Kiss me on the cheek, okay? Now here on my lips, and then suck my tongue." And it is shocking me a little bit that people are defending this. And is this what my stand-up was about in general? We don't have to give credence to full-on stupidity.
There was some of that. There was the, hey, check yourself. Check on it. Just go, Is this still a thing?
Well, we put up the poll. What parts of a verified holy man would you allow your child to suck on? And your choices were the holy man's penis, the holy man's thumb, the holy man's tongue, other, explained below, or not applicable. So far, it's a brand new poll, but so far, believe it or not, 100% penis. No, just kidding. 100% not applicable.
100%.
100%. But here is somebody, goes by the name Hera again, that says, okay. So about the Dalai Lama. Now, that's the same as starting like, well, it's interesting that, but here we go. It's a grandfather thing in Tibet. The granddad will touch foreheads, then noses with the kid. Then they jokingly say, quote, I have given you everything. The only thing left is my tongue. Or, quote, eat my tongue. Like how Americans would say, I've got your nose. Or I could eat you up to a kid. English is not HHDLs. I guess that's His Holiness the Dalai Lama. So this person's a big fan. It's not their first language, and sometimes idioms come out wrong.
So does your tongue. Sometimes that comes out wrong. It's weird. It's like, oh, this is just a saying, but unless you're gonna do it.
Right. Well, it's like Hunter said, why doesn't the Dalai Lama explain all that? Why do you have to explain it?
But the Dalai Lama apologized. He said he regrets it. So I'm like, what does he regret? Catching your nose?
Don't defend him if he's regretting it.
But when your grandfather said, got your nose, did he really take your nose? What are you saying?
Right.
Got your nose is the same as suck on my tongue, then leaning in with your tongue out and allowing a child to suck on it is the same as got your nose. Hey, look, I got Jeremiah's nose.
You're going to need a spotter. I mean, that's not.
I'm used to the weight. Don't worry.
Yeah.
Yeah, all these quotes the person's given. I've got your nose and eat my tongue. Not one was suck my tongue.
What if he would have said, "Eat my ass"? What I mean, I
A
just
donkey is another word for it. Like, motherfuckers,
Yeah.
you know that it really was what my stand was about. You know, another person is being stupid. You don't have to give it credence, because why are you doing that? So that either you don't want to seem stupid because you have the tapestries and they weren't cheap. But but you know,
if he said
know
he
it's fucking
regretted
weird.
it, then that's to me where the issue is. Because if it was an old Tibetan thing,
right.
okay, we're not aware of the culture. That's fine. It's a weird one, but I guess let it pass. But like, if you say you regret doing that, then there's weird intent there with that interaction with that kid.
Yes.
Also, His Holiness doesn't speak English is not a thing. His Holiness goes around the world and speaks truths, right? What language did he speak that truth in? The language he doesn't know? All of a
Right.
sudden, my English is no good. You know, my mother pulls that shit. And then I speak to her in Hebrew, and you know what? She's just as fucking confused. Don't try that shit. I know what a second language is, and it's not this. Thank you.
Mhm.
He's 87. He knows English.
If he
Has
didn't
to.
speak English, he has a translator. You can't just claim ignorance like that. Not to that level. We're calling you your holiness. You are touching God. You're that confused? Step down.
Maybe by Jewish space lasers, Marjorie Taylor Greene simply meant that there are Jews that work in engineering, and that you know it's nuts. If you're a kid, I want to know if this person has a kid. That's important.
It's
Although I don't
nuts.
have kids and I still have common sense, so never mind.
Yeah, I mean, it's creepy, however you word it.
Right. You know, it's a term of endearment over there to stick your tongue out. First of all, I fucking doubt it. I bet I go over there, I start sticking my tongue out, I'm arrested in 2 goddamn
Chopped
seconds.
off immediately.
I get my tongue chopped off. I
like
guarantee
a thief
it.
in the market.
And then people on the forums will go, "Well, I didn't know that would happen. Sorry, Keith."
I
was
also
just-
think like we start wrong when we call anybody His Holiness. The hell are you
Right.
talking about? What does His Holiness mean? Do you really pray to a person? Do you really believe that God is in him more than he is in you? Whatever God it is. Does God really choose one person to what? To stick his tongue out so a kid can suck on it? And we go, that's a different tradition?
Regretfully.
Now, my
It's the religion of apologies. We love it.
my dad was a priest and then missed it, so he would have ceremonies in his house just the same. And some ceremony that I never fucking heard of. Every New Year's, he would take garlic and honey, take his thumb into the honey, do a cross on your forehead with the honey. May your year be as sweet as honey, and may you be as strong as garlic. And then he put his thumb in minced garlic, and you had to suck the garlic off of his thumb. What's the problem? Thumbs up means yay in America. So why does it get weird all of a sudden just because I would have to suck it?
I just want everybody
My
to
dad's
know.
not good at communication, by the way. Okay.
No, he's not, and I will give him that. And that's and for some reason in this case, it's a defense. When the defense is I'm stupid, but for the rest of the day you called me holiness and father and all-knowing and leader. Hierarchy is involved in this, but all of a sudden you don't know something that's so interesting. But just so we know, that garlic, when we say minced, not with a knife. No. That would be chunks. And you can kind of like dab it with your tongue.
That would
and then
also
it
be
just
work. Yeah.
kind of sticks. No, this is the juicy kind that gets squished in a mincer. So you have to actually slurp it off the thumb.
My dad's like, you missed the spot. Okay, that's just family. Come on, thumbs up. Yay.
I
The
thought
fawns.
when he
Mom.
was putting the honey on your forehead that he was sending you out to the woods and a bear was just it's like,
That's
good
what
luck,
he's
son.
hoping.
This is tradition. If you survive overnight with honey on the forehead, then you come back home, then you get a suck on dad's thumb. Then you're a
This-
man.
We are Sparta.
yeah.
Yeah, my I have a brother that's definitely tries to downplay that. Like, oh, he didn't suck the thumb. I'm like, oh, what'd you do? He goes, we scraped it off with our teeth. I'm like, you sucked the thumb. I sucked the
yeah.
thumb. Oh, fuck the
You deep throated dad's thumb. We
You
know.
did it. You did it. We all did it. And you didn't, by the way, we only got better with our teeth. You know what I mean? Whenever you first started, you didn't know what to do. You didn't go, I'm going to use my teeth. You know, you get better and better about avoiding it.
Mhm.
because it goes on for a long, long time. Now, come
Yeah,
on.
scraping have you ever eaten something where you're scraping it with your teeth? That's something you're trying not to do. Like, that's why blowjobs happen that way sometimes, because you're trying not to do it. The more teeth involved.
You're not wrong. You know what? It makes me think of this whenever I saw Lieutenant Governor Randy McNally, and he votes for all the pro-family stuff, meaning straight families and, making anti-gay legislation. And then he got caught online writing to half-naked men, God, you're looking good. You turn a rainy day into rainbows and sunshine. Love it. And then they go, hey, look at all these hearts and shit you're doing to gay people. And he goes, I'm just supportive of everybody. I got family values. I'm not necessarily anti-gay. And so I saw a model with no shirt on. And I just told the dude, you brighten up my day. Why is that so bad? And we have to play dumb. Because you have people like this going, the Dalai Lama didn't know English well. So he's getting tongue sucks off. I've been active on social media, he says. I've made a point to engage with people not only in posts, but in comments and messages as well. My comments to these gentlemen, which has drawn much attention, is no different. He's married, of course.
When you call them gentlemen out of nowhere.
Well, I see now that I should have been more. He sees now. This is his apology. Well, I see now that I should have been more careful about how my comments and activity would be perceived. My intent was always engagement and encouragement. That's my dad when he hit on my fucking ex. My dad hit on my ex-wife. And then I go, hey, Dad, it was really me that you were writing to because I catfished you. This is disgusting what you wrote. And he's like, I was just engaging with her.
I was just trying to be a supportive dad.
I said, you make my libido jingle, and I'm just trying to give people support. Wouldn't it be nice if she feels good?
He did not say that, did he?
Yes, he did. Yes, he did.
Libido jingle?
He wrote it to me because I was pretending to be her. But yes, he told his son, you make my libido jingle.
I mean, if that's not merch somewhere, libido jingle. Come on, man. That's so good. That's insane.
We're going to put out a book where it's for a year long, I catfished my dad, me being my ex-wife. And I didn't expect him to start flirting with me, but it got there pretty fast.
Wow.
Yeah. Sweet. I apologize, this person says, for any embarrassment my postings have caused my family, my friends, and colleagues. For this reason, I will be pausing my social. He did nothing wrong, but he's going to stop. I'll be pausing my social media activity in order to reflect and receive more guidance on the use of social media. He didn't know how it would come out.
Where's he getting the guidance from?
He will get it.
The learning annex.
The learning annex. So now I wrote to this guy, hottie. What could other people perceive that to me? Keep that in mind. Like, this would be some class. McNally's comments, first reported by the Tennessee Holler. That's cute. Were viewable Thursday night. As of Monday, his comments appear to have been deleted. So he deleted some comments as well. All right. And he also gave thumbs up to some drag artists. So he's into drag. Same thing with trans women. But in reality, when he makes the law, they don't get any love. Okay. I believe every person has value and deserves respect, regardless of their orientation. All right. Fantastic. Over here, I want to talk about the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame nominees. Do you get into this, Jeremiah?
Yeah, I always enjoy to see who is entering the fame each year and seeing if I'm like, what about so-and-so? Should they have been nominated? You know, that's always interesting to see like who is up, whose number is up.
It's fun to get riled up, right? Like,
yeah, why not?
Yeah. All right, here we go. For 2023, the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame inductees, Kate Bush.
Oh, you know why? Because Stranger Things, man.
Oh, that people loved one song because
they really that's why she's guaranteed because it went. I think it went like double or triple platinum again based off of that movie and TikTok and everything.
Right.
Running up that hill.
There you go. Sheryl Crow.
I mean,
hello.
I get it. I get that one.
I get it.
I get that one. Yeah.
Missy Elliott.
Yeah.
Iron Maiden.
Dude, So I saw Iron Maiden live once, and it's one of the best live performances I've ever seen. Like
What's
the
their main song? I remember the shirt my brother used to wear. but what's the-
Run to the hills. Run
Run
for your
life.
Yeah. They have the theatrics and they behind it, and just the costume changes that they do, and they've got like this big walking skeleton. I forget what
Eddie.
his name is. Eddie, yeah. Walking around like this giant mascot. It's a full show. You feel like you're watching like a big production when you watch Iron Maiden. It's pretty cool.
Were you scared?
No, I was
Okay.
I was
All
an
right.
adult. I was an
Okay.
adult when I saw it. Yeah.
Joy Division / New Order.
Okay.
You know
Yeah.
anything about them? Why are they listed as one?
That I don't know actually. I know
Same
like
singer?
maybe, but that's weird. I've actually never heard of that before.
Cyndi Lauper, rock and roll.
Oh yeah.
Yes, I see your true colors. She is a savior. She is pure hearts, a delight. She's Cyndi Lauper. She's the best. She's got a great voice. She just has to sing it though.
Did anybody ever tell her that? It's like, can you like try to use the powers you
No, this
where you
is
sing to your
charming.
talk George Michael,
Oh
rock
God.
and roll.
Yes.
Come on,
I
man.
mean,
I'm a saxophone player, so the amount of times I played Careless Whisper is insane.
What made you pick sax in the first place?
I saw it and I was like, whoa,
It's different.
that's cool. Yeah, it's just different. Like I knew a lot of people who played piano, and then when I saw the sax, I was like, what is that? And then just how it sounded, I was like, I want to play that.
You got it
Yeah.
right there?
No, I could grab it if you really want me to.
I really, really want you to.
yes, please.
Really?
Yeah.
Yes.
Okay. If you guys
Thanks.
keep talking, I'll go grab my sax.
You got it. Willie Nelson is also on the list. Rage Against the Machine. There we go. Now we're talking. Soundgarden. Now we're talking.
These are things I know. Soundgarden was great.
The Spinners.
What'd they have?
They'd be too old. I have no idea.
Mm.
A Tribe Called Quest.
Oh my God. They're so fun.
The
Here we
White
go, yo.
Stripes.
Here we go. Yeah. I know. the
Oh,
White
is that
Stripes.
A Tribe Called Quest? Did they do What's the Scenario?
Mm-hmm.
What's the scenario? And I'm Bobby down the street, and I got 2 feet, and I know other things. I like to be sweet. Hey, here we go, yo. Here we go, yo.
Watch as I combine all the juice from the mind. Heal up, reel up, bring it back, come rewind. Powerful impact. Boom.
Here we go, yo. The White Stripes. There we go. And Warren Zevon. All right.
You know, Warren Zevon.
It's not your. It'd be too old for you, I think.
Okay.
But
Thank
all right.
you.
So the final winners will be, Keith says, the White Stripes, Soundgarden, Rage Against the Machine, and others.
What?
Yeah.
You don't think Cyndi Lauper is going to get in there?
It really
Tribe Called-
confuses me that it's called the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame.
I think they're just saying it's the music.
I follow.
It's you plugged in an instrument at some point and made it rock, I guess.
Cyndi Lauper. For you. Okay, Cyndi Lauper can have one.
Jeez.
Yeah. Hey, Jeremiah and the sax. Could you do us a favor? Can you play us a little ditty?
Sure. I mean, I mentioned George Michael. and
Yeah.
then Here we go.
Let's see if he indeed deserves the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame.
Let me see.
Yeah.
Can you hear any of that?
No.
What the frick? See, this is the rage that's starting to boil inside of me. You're gonna start seeing me start to breathe a little bit because it's not working.
Oh no, he's breathing. Everybody run. I appreciate it just the same. Thank you.
Okay.
I will tell everybody this though. You want to check out all of Jeremiah's shit, and he's got a lot going on. First of all, like we said on YouTube, the 1 hour special is right there. It's called Daddy. You will enjoy it. True or false, Jeremiah?
True.
True. He's also the voice of the Joker on DC Superhero Girls on the Cartoon Network, if you're interested. Okay. You also want to check out the podcast Scissor Bros. They are ridiculous. They are goddamn ridiculous. Is that okay to say? True or false?
True.
Okay, thank you. Stand up on the spot. He brings up a category. Boom. The comic has to go for it. Do the comics play fair, or do you find themselves cheating sometimes? Like, talk about cars. Okay, I took a car to the airport. Now here's my airport material.
Only every once in a while. But the thing is, like, when we film the episodes, they're like, hey, could you not include that one part because that's from my act? They have to like confess to me that it's from their act. I'm like, yeah, we can take it out, but not a problem. like,
Right.
But it's kind of like, I'm judging you just a little bit because we're asking everybody to play by the same rules.
Yeah, of course.
Yeah.
Oh, that's funny. Who were they?
I can't give names, Keith.
That's how they walk all over you. Here's what you do. You want to follow Jeremiah at jeremiahwatkins.com, and his social media handle is Jeremiah Standup.
Anything?
Beautiful. That went through perfectly. Did you have to dumb it down?
Yeah, a little bit, but I had to change the settings big time on here.
Okay. Well, since you went through the time, play us out.
Okay.